What's up, guys? So today's going to be a little bit different. I just got my first PCP air rifle. Shouldn't say just, I got it about a month ago. We have the Gauntlet 30 here. It's a 30 cal air rifle. Pretty loud for an air rifle. Wasn't really expecting that, so I did get a moderator for it. This is the Donnie FL Tatsu. It's like their cheapest, smallest moderator. Almost went with the Fat Boy, but from the research I was doing, it seems like length is more important than diameter, so I went with this one. It does make a significant difference, but it still has some noise to it. You're definitely not, perfectly silent like you would expect with an air gun. And I picked up a bunch of different slugs and pellets. So today I'm going to shoot some into gel. And what we're going to be testing today, we have these FX atomic pellets. These are kind of like the Diablo's Hades pellets. They have that cut in the front that these are supposed to kind of open up. Then we got some of these H&N. These are 54 grain hollow points. Now they're supposed to expand. I've seen videos of these expanding, but I've shot 3 groundhogs so far, and 2 of them they zip through with entry and exit holes the same size. One of them, there was no exit wound, and that groundhog dropped in its track, so I think that one it actually expanded. Then I bought some Griffin slugs. Unfortunately, these 75 grain tumble. They hit the target sideways at 25 yards, so definitely can't test those. Or these are the 75s. These tumble. These 78s, they do fly straight, but I'm getting like a 10-inch group, so very inaccurate. I have not tried to tune the gun at all for those because it shoots these two very well. So I'm going to leave it how it is. Today we're going to shoot these two into some gel, and let's see how they perform. Alright guys, so it almost sounded like I hit wood, but it was actually the pellet hitting the block. Kind of a weird noise. Obviously this block's got shots in it, but that pellet came in here, or slug I mean, and it stopped right there. So we're about halfway, if not more, through the block. So about 8 inches of penetration. Hit perfectly here away from the other wound channels, and as you can see, compared to an actual rifle, it's pretty small. Now it does look like maybe that mushroomed a little bit, kind of hard to tell, but let's shoot the pellet and see what happens. Alright, so the pellet came in right there and it ended here. Now it's kind of hard to see, but it looks like the wound track actually went past almost to where the slug is, and then the bullet bounced back, which I have seen before, never that far. Hard to tell. I'm going to try to clear the block up a little bit, but initially the wound channels look pretty close, so we will have to pull these out and see how they performed. It's hard to tell in the gel. Well, what's up, buddy? This is my cat Whiskey. He likes to join me when I'm doing these fun things. Alright, let's get inside and clear up this gel and pull out these bullets. Alright guys, just take a quick measurement before I pull these out. You can see the H&N slug right there, right at 8 inches. Now there is that pellet. We're at about 5.5 inches. Now, it's so hard to, you can see right there, that wound tract, that pellet bounced back. It looks like the wound tract went just as far as the slug and bounced back. The slug you can see bounced back a little bit, maybe 1/2 inch. So the slug really got about almost 9 inches and bounced back to a little over 8, where the pellet is about 5.5, even though it got about 8 inches of penetration. So let's pull them out. All right, and so here is that atomic pellet. As you can tell, this doesn't look like, I've seen videos of the JSP Hades, and it's almost like these triangle pieces peel open and it looks like a claw kind of going through something. This didn't really do that. Did it expand? I guess so. I don't know what these measure originally, but we are at 35 caliber, so a little, almost 37 that way, so a little bit of expansion, nothing crazy. Now looking at the H&N slug, this got some expansion. Now I've watched videos of these of people hunting, and in slow-mo you can see these like flying through squirrels, expanded, flat like a pancake. Even on their pictures they advertise that these things flatten out. Now I've shot a few groundhogs with these, and usually the entry and exit holes are the same size. I don't see Why is this thing flashing at me? Usually, you know, the entry and exits are the same size, so I figured they weren't expanding, but with this little bit of expansion, I'm assuming the entry and exits would look the same size because skin is elastic. So we're at about 3.6. So again, a little bit of expansion, nothing crazy. Performance-wise, I mean, hard to say which one really is better, but all I know is the slugs are a lot more accurate out of my gun, so I will be shooting these for varmints and stuff. Now for squirrels, I would probably go with the lighter pellets because I don't want a slug zipping through a squirrel up in a tree and you don't know where this thing is going to end up. But not too bad. If I can get those griffin slugs to shoot, I'll test those next. But like always, guys, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.